Yo, YouTube, is Max of Darkness, also known as Sir Killington of Color Struck, and I'm here to do a review on All Eyes on Me. Now, most people know by now who've seen the movie that All Eyes on Me was not a very good movie. Now, you guys know that I love movies. I'm I'm just all around cinema guy, right? I'm also a hip hop head. I was never, but truth is, I was never a Tupac fan. I was always more of a Biggie fan, more of an East Coast rap fan. I've always been more of an East Coast kind of guy until I got older, and then I started moving more towards the West. A lot of the guys I like now are West Coast rappers. But when I was growing up, I was more of an East Coast. I still love East Coast rap though. So anyway, the reason why I'm sitting here talking to you guys is because I feel, as not even a Tupac fan, that they didn't do Tupac any justice with that movie. Like, Benny Boom was the director. Now Benny Boom, I've seen, was it Next Day Air? He did that movie that was like a comedy action kind of flick, which was, it was okay, but it wasn't great. I don't understand. I guess they did it because Benny Boom's been a part of hip hop culture for like the longest time. I guess he was a music video director. I guess that's why they did it. But in all honesty, Benny Boom should not have been the director. Maybe a co something, but not the director. I feel like it was his fault. Now, here's some pluses. I don't want to do any spoilers. Some spoilers. Well, spoiler. They start the story basically with Tupac in prison. That whole interview, I seen that interview as a kid. So I thought that was a genius idea. I was like, oh, that's dope. That's a really good idea. But the way they edited it, the way they cut it, the lines, it just didn't feel good. It didn't feel. It was like some of the stuff was running on too long. Some stuff didn't need to happen. Some stuff didn't need to be said because you could have implied it easier. We already know Tupac was having some monetary issues. I knew that growing up to an extent. The whole Death Row thing when he got killed, it was like that Tupac was leaving because they were stealing money from him and all this other stuff. There was some stuff that I just felt like, man, Tupac deserved better than this. Honestly, Biggie deserved better than Notorious. And honestly, Notorious was better, but Notorious wasn't even a good film either. I thought it was okay. It was nostalgic for me. And the second and third time I watched it, I realized it wasn't as good. And I felt like they deserved better. The actor was good. It's like the Tupac actor looked like him, but that's about it. He had some of the mannerisms. He had the mannerisms down really good. I didn't feel like I was watching Tupac. Right, I feel like I was watching an actor trying to be Tupac opposed to, Tupac. With Biggie's actor, at least I felt like I was watching him. Not in Notorious though. In Tupac's movie, he was a whole lot better than he was in Notorious. It was Biggie. It felt like Biggie, but I feel as though that they should go ahead and redo this movie. It's going to happen because I'm pretty sure Biggie's going to get another movie. I'm pretty sure Tupac's going to get another movie. They both deserve better. Tupac especially deserves better than what he got. It was ridiculous watching it. It was like things ran on. It was like my wife said she wished at some points she can just fast forward it. She wish she was at Netflix so she can just fast forward through the movie. And that's bad. Whenever you have that feeling, that means you're lagging in the story. You're not keeping people's attention. Me, as like, you're not going to get points from me as a person who loves movies by playing Tupac's music, especially when I wasn't really a Tupac fan. Some of the music was nostalgic. I remember all that music growing up, but playing his music, playing full verses, playing all of this stuff, it for me it was just like, yo, like, I get it. His music was a big part of him, but we already know that Tupac's music wasn't just Tupac. Like, no, okay, that may not sound right. Let me explain that better. Tupac wasn't just music, okay? He was iconic, okay? Like I said, like, I partly didn't like Tupac because when I was growing up and I saw Juice, Tupac scared the fuck out of me. Like, he scared the living bejesus out of me. So whenever I saw Tupac, I didn't like him. And then when I found out he was a rapper, because look, I didn't know he was a fucking rapper. I didn't know he was a goddamn rapper. When I found out he was a fucking rapper, and I was like, oh, Okay. And it was still kind of he was still kind of scary to me. And then the West Coast East Coast crap took off, and then that trash that killed both of those guys, Biggie and Pac. But I feel like Tupac deserved better than that movie. Absolutely, he deserved better than that movie. I felt like they could have got somebody like John Singleton or somebody to actually direct the movie. I don't. Benny Boom did the movie. I feel like Benny Boom didn't have enough experience to do a biopic. And it wasn't very great. I can't really I don't know who to blame it on. Like for example, the person who played Afeni, I can't remember her name, but she's the one from The Walking Dead. The interviewer, he's always been a great actor. The person who played Biggie was great. Um, who else? They always cast. I feel like they always cast Suge Knight good. Suge Knight always did good, and I think the Snoop thing was kind of the saving grace of some of the movie. Snoop, they dubbed over Snoop's voice. They had an actor who didn't really look like Snoop, because not many people want to look like freaking Snoop Dogg, because he's like 6'5", skinny as hell, got that skinny dog face. The dub was really the saving grace of some of the movie or whatever, right? There were some really funny parts. Like for example, my brother who went to go see the movie with me, he said I felt like that movie was funny, but it wasn't meant to be funny because while Tupac might have been entertaining as hell, he was very serious too. While I was growing up, I felt like Tupac was a big freaking hypocrite on many different fronts, but the movie actually portrayed him that way too. I was just like, yo, like he deserves better than this. You guys could have done better, and I am severely disappointed. Not that I spent my money. I'm glad that my money went to helping support Black creatives. But I also feel like they could have done Tupac better. All right, guys, y'all have a good day.